Morning, fellas. Cable Guy Ken here, back real quick. I'd asked on Dave's page whether or not anybody would be interested in seeing what we're using for the Pathfinder youth group, what the kids are camping with. I guess you could say what the money we raised from the auction is going to buy. And figured I'd do a quick little tabletop demo review kind of thing for you, show you what we got. First couple of things you'll notice right off the bat, we've got the U.S. Army wool blanket. I've just got it strapped to the top of this pack, so when the kids get it, it's right there ready for them. And this is the U.S. Army issue. It's still plenty of wool content. Get my words straight, to keep them toasty warm. And of course, they get the medium Alice pack, and these things are in just phenomenal shape. These are from Dave's site, or I guess you could say Rob's site at Canteen Shop. This is where I've got everything packed at on here. Got a couple of little light sticks for the kids. Got a 100-foot of paracord and the more 510 model, I do believe this was. Got all that packed in this little front pouch for them. I said one of the kids has already picked up his pack. This is for one that's just now joining us, so he can be ready to go. Let's see. Got a rather large, I think this is 27 by 27 inch brown bandana, stitched on the sides and everything, so it's not going to unravel. Plenty big enough for the kids that are in, especially my group. Got a Light My Fire steel. This is the mini, but when you're talking about my hand, this is kind of small, but we're talking about 8-10 year old kids and up. This is plenty big enough for their little hands, especially to get started with. We got a nice button compass with a clip on. I said these are all, when you look at this kind of stuff, this is the starter kit for these kids. This is what their jumping off point is. So all this stuff is absolutely fabulous for them, to get them in the door, get them interested in bushcraft, and get the fundamentals, get the groundwork laid, so that we can build that brick house of knowledge later on down the line. This compass will work perfect for what we're going to be doing with these kids at this time. All of this is upgradable as we go along, and as the kids build their skills and need a little bit more, they can go off and get their own gear and put this stuff back in for the next child to come along. I mean, this stuff will last for many groups, no doubt in my mind at all. Something I just got the other day that Rob said he was going to be sending out to the other fellas that have already started their groups. Some good heavy stainless steel mess kits. Real heavy duty, good quality gear. This is kind of like, this was a little bonus surprise for me when I got my order from Rob. I wasn't expecting this to be in there, but I'm gonna tell you, the kids will be tickled pink with this stuff. One of the things I thought about, when I go out with the kids, I'm going out with my gear, and the kids are using their gear. I've got mess kits and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure, our gear was about the same, so they're going to be caught up with us. Got the canteen cover here with the molly straps on it. Of course, it's got the Army issue canteen and the canteen cup as well. So they've got something for the water, something to drink out of, something to boil water. And they've got a mess kit that they can do some little trailside cooking, that kind of thing. get that back in there. Trying to keep this kit as together as I can so that, you know, if the kid calls me and says, hey, I'm on my way, I don't have to pack everything back in for them. Do that later. Inside, I've got the all-weather blanket. I know y'all have seen Dave use this numerous times. Many of y'all have them. I'm actually going to be ordering one of these for myself here soon. It's a 5x7 tarp. Of course, it's got the reflective sheeting on one side, the green on the other. Like I said, I hadn't opened any of this stuff up. It's, you know, let the kid do it when he gets it. Add a little bit of excitement to him getting his little kit and everything. If he gets to unwrap everything. And then we've got a Schrade camp axe that they're going to be using for chopping and stuff like that. We had discussed whether or not they should get an axe or a saw, and my own opinion for my kids was I thought it was important that we start them out with a small camp axe that'll work good for them. This thing's got a good ergonomic handle on it. It's got a little finger cut out so they can keep it, you know, oriented in their hand correctly. But this will help them learn how to use something at that age where they're really building that muscle memory and their motor skills. It's not too heavy for them to swing. We're not going to be cutting down, you know, huge mammoth trees. We're going to be cutting, you know, average size stuff up. They'll learn how to chop wood with this, split with it, do a lot of the things that they use a big knife and a saw with. And then later on down the road, I'll buy them each a saw, a folding saw. They sell one at Lowe's that's reasonably priced, I think about $13-14 with a 7-inch saw blade on it. I carry the Corona with the 10-inch saw blade that I'll be doing a review on hopefully today if the weather holds out. But I think it's important they learn how to use things like this now. The main reason being is if they start relying on that saw for doing all their cutting, then they get in a situation where for whatever reason their saw breaks or they lose it, and all they've got is a good sized knife or a small hand axe. They're up the creek without the paddle, you know what I'm saying? They need to learn how to use this stuff now. Go ahead and build their skills with everything. That's how you become proficient. You know, the same reason why Dave says don't work on just a bow drill fire. Learn numerous methods of doing things, because scenarios come up where what you're used to doing isn't what you're able to do anymore. So really important they learn how to use these tools now while they're building those fine motor skills and while they're able to learn proper technique. You know, and that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, these medium Alice packs are just absolutely awesome. Plenty of room in them for clothes, food, stuff like that. If we go on a 2-3 day outing, which I'm hoping during the summer months while they're out of school, we can take them off somewhere. These things are in great shape. Plenty of attachment points for them to carry extra stuff as they build their kit. And this is, you know, these kids are getting some nice gear, y'all, and it's all thanks to the contributions that y'all made, to the bids that y'all did on the auctions. Whoever bought that Pathfinder knife, what was it, $1,400? This is what you did. I mean, you should see the look on these kids' faces when you tell them, hey, I've got some gear for you that we're going to use when we go camping, and they see this. You know, this, it's a whole lot nicer than the gear I started out with, and I'm sure it's probably a lot nicer than the gear, you know, a lot of y'all started out with. So these kids are getting some really good tools, stuff that they can use proudly. It's not going to fall apart on them in the woods. It's not like they're going to Walmart and buying, you know, some little $8-9 backpack for school and trying to use it for bushcraft. I appreciate everybody supporting all this. On behalf of the Pathfinder Youth Organization, the Florence, South Carolina chapter especially, I want to send out a big round of hugs to all of you. You have no idea just how much it means to me to see the giving that's been going on to help these young men get a start in this. Look for some videos of us soon going out in the woods and actually practicing some of these skills. And keep up the great work, fellas. I love y'all.